PowerBoat Television, North America's premier boating show. Here's this week's My Boat feature.
Modern chart plotters are more compact, feature-rich, and less expensive than they've ever been before. So this week on My Boat, we're going to show you how easy they are to install. One of the challenges we face with this install, putting the plotter in flush mount, is the location where it's going to fit. So you can tell we have no access to the back of the panel, so we're probably going to have to do a little bit of disassembly here on the panel to figure out what's back there and to provide some access. Now that we know the back is clear of obstructions, we can select the final position for the plotter, bearing in mind protection from the elements and the viewing angles. Template's in place, so what's up next is to drill the holes and then start working on the cutout here, but we do have a little bit of an obstacle that's going to have to go first. First up is to drill the 4 holes for the mounting studs. Switching to a hole saw, we cut a hole in each corner, ensuring a smooth radius that matched the plotter's chassis. The final cuts are handled by a jigsaw with a fine blade to ensure the gel coat does not chip. Well, next up is to run the cables for the unit before we actually install it. Now, depending on what model you have, there'll be various connections. In the case of this A50, it has a C-Talk plug-in if you have a remote antenna, or you want to link it to other equipment. Has a plug-in for the sonar, and has a power and the NEMA connection to connect up to the VHF radio. So that's all there is to do. Let's get started with it. A nice feature with this plotter is its internal GPS antenna, but if you require an external antenna, it would be connected via C-Talk. To power the unit, we connected the positive and negative leads into an existing accessory switch on the panel. Next is the NMEA hookup from the plotter to the VHF to transfer positioning data. Installing the plotter in the helm is as simple as connecting the power and data cable, peeling back of the gasket, and setting the unit in place. The awkward task is reaching in behind to install the thumb nuts to secure the unit. Finally, we installed the helm panel and the plotter was ready for power-up and testing. After inserting the chart data card, the plotter is powered up, and it's ready to navigate within a few minutes. As a final check, we confirmed that the NMEA comm was working, displaying the boat's position on the VHF. And yes, I put the wheel back on for the owners. That's it. Project's done. The GPS is talking to the VHF, so this is a project that any boater should be able to take on, because really the only hard part was cutting the hole.